the other villains, Juggernau's okay, but he's not really in the film a lot, and some of the others are very pointless. Like this person who can read people's minds and do fast moves. She has no purpose to the film other than just have a bunch of, other than just to show some superpowers and all that kind of stuff. Pyro, I don't know why he was here. He has no purpose to the story. He really has nothing to do aside from having a very, very anticlimactic payoff to something that was barely established in X2. Speaking of no purpose, Angel has no purpose to this story, because when you look at it, Angel, I don't know much about Angel because, as I said before, I've not read any comic, so I don't know. But this guy has no purpose here. I mean, the movie starts off just right after the Gene scene, which also has no purpose. You have this scene, which, as I said before, while disturbing, it has no purpose to the story, and it has him as a kid. The issue I also have of it is, again, Angel. What purpose does he have to the story? He doesn't. You see him as a child, then you see him as this grown man, then you see him as this X-Man, then you see him as Angel. Well, actually, no, okay, this is how it is. Opening scene, you see him as a child. Then you see him with his dad for a bit, and he's about to get cured, but he decides he doesn't want to, which makes no sense. Don't worry, that goes nowhere. He escapes, then he goes to the X-Mansion, then he just disappears. He has no, and he doesn't even join in the climax of the film. The only time he actually joins in the climax is just to rescue his dad from falling to his death. And that's it. That's all we get out of Angel. I don't know how much screen time he has. He probably has, I guess, 3 minutes or 4. I don't know. But he has no purpose to the story. All of these scenes could have all been cut out, and you'd have the same movie. The only difference that this film will have, aside from being the same, is the fact that Angel wouldn't be in it. It'd be the same movie, just that Angel, again, wouldn't be in this film. And as I said before, some of the other characters could have easily been cut out of this film. Like, again, this woman who can do a lot of fast moves and read people's minds. And Pyro, they have no purpose here. Including this guy who could grow spikes. And why did people have a purpose in the story? They could have all been cut out. And as I said before about Angel, you'd have the same film. The only difference is that they will be cut out. I don't get it. So yeah, this has a lot of characters that have no purpose here. The villain isn't really that developed, and the movie has way too much humor in what should be a dark movie. Hell, X-Men 2 is far more darker than that film. It's darker than this film, I mean. So, and not to mention, it's very rushed. Not to mention, this film, it moves way too fast, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in this film, and as I said before, the reason that what I just told you, the entire plot, is actually modeled. They actually aren't in chronological order. The opening is in chronological order, and the final act is in chronological order, but the entirety of the second act I just told you is not in chronological order. After the part where Scarlet Vision I told you, everything just becomes out of chronological order because there's so much stuff to follow that it's hard to even. It's a mess. This movie is a downright mess. I mean, say what you will about the Amazing Spider-Man 2 or even Spider-Man 3, but I can at least tell you what the plot is without. But I can at least tell you the plot without telling you it in unchronological order. With X3, there's so much going on, and since I haven't seen the film in ages, it's in chronological, so yeah. Yeah, so overall, I don't hate this as everyone else. As I said before, it has a lot going on. It's a movie that's not gonna bore you or anything. I mean, you may go into this film maybe hating it, but I don't think you'll end up hating yourself. Unless you're a hardcore X-Men fan. if you're a hardcore fan of X-Men, you're gonna hate this film probably. But if you're watching this as just an action film, you're probably gonna enjoy it. But if you're just a casual moviegoer, there's a chance you might like this film, or a chance you may hate it. But if you do hate it, you may not you may not leave the film hating yourself. You'll just be like, this is bad, but I don't know. So yeah. So as I said before, the acting is good, some of the action is fun, and some of the effects are decent, and there are some really good moments, like Magneto, you know, doing that, levitating the Golden Bridge thing. But as I said before, there's humour in what should be a very dark film. Some characters have no purpose in the story, and are just there just to fill out this movie to 100 minutes long. And the villains are very weak, and it's way too muddled. And it should have easily been a film that could have easily been longer. This film could have been 3 hours long, or better yet, if this wanted to be 100 minutes long, like this runtime is, then cut a lot of the stuff out and focus on the main story at hand, which is the Phoenix story. Take all the characters out, take the Cure storyline out, which also the Cure has no purpose. Yeah, take all of that stuff out and focus on that story, and you got yourself a movie here. Originally, Bryan Singer was meant to direct this film, but he left to do Superman Returns, which is boring. And the film went to Brett Ratner, who I don't hate, really. I don't hate him as a director. He did Rush Hour and Rush Hour 2, which were okay. But then he went on to do Tower Heist, which was awful. And Hercules, which wasn't the worst film, but boring. Well, anyway, so, overall, I give X-Men 3, The Last Stand, a 6.5 out of 10. It's okay. It's not a bad film. It's not up there with... It's not like Origins Wolverine, but it's certainly not the worst film. I've certainly seen worse. Far worse. Monsters. Clicking blood vengeance. Sorry. So... You know, I should have been doing this a long time ago. You know, I think it's time that I dealt with you. You have no idea who you're messing with. You are nothing, and I am something. Yeah. Let me just disable you. You don't get it, do you? I can destroy you. I am the one who will destroy you, your humankind, and there'll be nothing you can do to stop me. Yeah. Come on. I'm going to disable you right now. I will not be fooled by you. You don't know who I am. No, I will not be. Huh. Kinda makes me wonder why I didn't do that before. Well, people, it's official. I completely make pointless three-parters because, well, I just like to pee off you people, and I could have easily done that, but instead I had to make a very pointless three-parter, which I would have ended in a few seconds. Yeah. Well, anyway, so see you guys next time, and I'll see you guys on Halloween. See you guys. Hello guys, I'm Ty, which you may know from Terran City. I know, just a little bit of update. Of course you may know that today's Halloween. This will come a little bit late. It was shot, the review and this were shot in 3 days, because the first half of the review was shot on night, and today was shot on day. The second half was shot on day, and this will be shot on day. And by the time it gets uploaded, it might be released on 10 PM. I can't keep promises, but it could happen. Pardon. But yeah, before we begin, I'd just like to say the Halloween special and the epilogue for Season 3 will not be here, sadly, today. They will be tomorrow, hopefully, if I get my backside together. But yeah, they will be here. And I will, of course, they will, of course, be uploaded. I'm sorry if this seems like a pain, if you guys do want to, but then again, I don't have a lot of subscribers. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys know that. And, well, yeah, just wait until tomorrow, if this does get uploaded today. Yeah, see ya!